Time to get your instant coffee and join me in some taxes. I drink instant coffee, just the flavored stuff, ever since I was in Taiwan. They had something there called 3-in-1, which over here in America, that is a machine grease 3-in-1 oil. But over there in Taiwan, 3-in-1 is coffee, sugar, and cream, and brings me back. I'm breaking my caffeine fast, just for a little extra pick-me-up while I do my taxes. My journey today was not the way I would like. I encountered lots of problems. For instance, trying to get everything printed. I had receipts. I want my eBay purchases that are for my business. I wanted those to print from my Wi-Fi, over the Wi-Fi in my printer, whatever. That was the concept, and it wasn't connecting. I had to make it forget the printer and find a new printer again. I don't know why the old path was not working. But I beat that. I print my documents, and I had to go to my work team member portal to download those tax documents. I came here to get those tax documents, and they weren't here. So I went back to my parents' place, and they weren't there. And I came back here, and I was, forget it then. I'm just going to print them off from the internet. And I don't know why I didn't do that in the first place, because they always come late. Then I had to go to my student loans website so that I could print off the interest that I paid on student loans, which wasn't much because they have deferred student loans because of COVID. Anyway, I got that actually going. I wrote down all of my receipts for my business stuff a while back. Well, yesterday actually. It took me about 30 minutes for some reason, even though there's only like 20 receipts. And then I forgot to email them to myself. So now they're over at my parents on my computer, and now I'm on this computer and I don't have them. So I'm just it should take 20 minutes just to get them back in there again. Remind me in the next episode we're going to talk about organization, because dang, even though this is fairly organized for me, there's one problem. This is fairly organized for me. It's a mess. We gotta simplify. Anyway, let's get back to this. So, I was gonna see if I could do it on Google Docs, but even though I can create a spreadsheet on Google Docs, what I cannot do is figure out. I'll say that. I can't figure it out, because I don't really know. But I can't figure out how to get the math thing to work. If you want to add the columns in a row, if you want to sort by certain data, you can't do that. That's not an option that I can find. Let in the light here because that always makes the room warmer. Okay. Got my eBay receipts, I've got my tax documents, that's something else, and I have a bunch of other receipts that I found here too. And I'm going to put them all back into the document. I'll show you that in a little bit because my battery's dying. Actually, I'm going to do a setup so that I can I'm going to set up some tech here. You can time-lapse this, please. Okay, I've never set up a second monitor before. Okay, sweet. Now suddenly it's receiving the signal. I need two different things here. Okay, scrolling down, multiple displays. Extend these displays, I guess. It is. There. I had problems setting up this monitor. Okay, that only took forever. But now I can control my screens and show you what I'm doing with my screen capture. Screen capture, yeah. Screen capture. I'm tired. Okay. Getting into this here. I got my monitor all set up and you can see what I'm doing. There's one expense that I forgot to tell you about, and that is my website billing information. I had to go print that off too. So that's cool. I got that going. Now, this is how I normally do it. I have the date, the location, the item, the purpose, the project, the category, the price, all this stuff just to show that I'm like keeping track of all the details and not just making this stuff up off the top of my head. But in all honesty, the IRS doesn't care about that. All they really care about is the totals. And also the little notes do give me an idea of what it was. So I bought some file organizers. I'm gonna make a prop out of them. And for a project that we'll just title TOTT for now. I know what that means. You don't need to worry about it. And the price was $2. It's going to be a prop. It's going to be a time machine prop. Same thing on 07, 18, 2020. I also went to a yard sale. This is nice. And I bought wax. And there's a lot of it. And that is for casting and props. I want to do some, what do you call it, wax replacement casting, and that's normally for aluminum. So I'm going to cast aluminum, and I'm going to use that wax in the art. So I could call it art, but no, I'm going to use it for casting, and also for making props for YouTube videos, etc., or film. And that is for art and film in general. Supplies. Yes, it is. The price was $4.50. I'm going to continue on this process in this manner. I have some notes written down for yard sales. I have some receipts written down. And then I remembered that, oh yeah, this laptop itself was purchased in 2020. And that is a deductible. Not just a deductible. That's what I'm trying to say is that is a depreciable. Depreciables, I'm not a big tax professional, but depreciables, if you claim them, I think they stay in your taxes every year. Depreciable.
According to Collins Dictionary, if something you use for your business is depreciable, its loss in value over time will count toward reducing your tax.
Yeah, that's how you spell
Collocations, tilde assets, tilde cost. The purpose of depreciation...
Okay, you can stop now, Google. Thank you. She loves to talk. Okay, so I do have to list them individually because they have different purchase dates. I'm not paying attention. Okay, the date was 11/06/20. Domain.com, because some of these things are just really easy. If I'm doing it right. $13.99. And then you go on and do the next date. 9/20/2020. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that right? Did I say 5? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. They're all renewed. I don't like this garbage. Oh my gosh. Because I printed it out, a few of the listings got stuck. A few of the listings got stuck between the pages. So they're covered up by the banner on the next page. What a bunch of garbage. You can download a CVS, which is like a spreadsheet, and open it. It's not opening. Please open. And it won't open. It's not going to open. Open. Opens in Excel. And there's nothing on it. No, I don't want to get started with any free trial. I don't want to spend any money with Microsoft. What a load of hogwash. I don't want to do this. No. I don't want a license agreement. I don't want to license all my software. I don't want to rent everything. Okay. Thank you for letting me rant. So cancel. Those are the other attempt. There's nothing on this spreadsheet. What good is this? This is worthless to me. Come on. I mean, domain, I'm not advertising for domain here because they are the absolute worst website. Oh my gosh. You don't get to see that, sorry. Copy. Delete. Why is this not working? Why does technology hate me? Paste. Oh my gosh. It all pasted into one cell. Why has life got to be like this? The only thing I can figure to do is to basically take a screen capture and paste it into Paint and print it from Paintbrush. This is garbage. You need to get your stuff figured out, domain. I've had problems with them for 8 years. Ticking me off. I've never gotten anything accomplished on my websites. One time they were even replaced with deluxe discount Rolex ripoffs. That's not what I didn't do that. Somebody hacked my account and did that to it. This is the crummiest website on the entire planet, aside from mine because it's run by domain.com. Yes, I want it in paper. I don't want it just on my email somewhere. Like, I want it on paper in front of me so I can see and look at it. So I've got it printed out in front of me. I'm going to close out this document. This line. Insert rows. Paste. Except the date is different. The date is 9/20. Domain privacy protection. 09/20/20. Copy. Paste. And that date is 8/26/20. Okay. Now we should have everything here. Now we are cooking with oil. I hate keeping receipts. What I would really love to do is scan them all in my little scanner back there and print them all out. Kind of, yeah. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should just scan them and keep them. What I don't like, though, is that I have receipts that are like this long. And I can't scan that. I have to cut it up into pieces. I don't like cutting up my receipts. Also, scanning them through that thing takes forever. Also, I want notes on these things. The most ideal thing for me to have, I see the receipt in my hand. Like, I've been writing on the receipts, but what I would really like is to have like a detail, like listing the exact items. Because like on this note and some of these others, I bought multiple items for multiple projects. And I don't know what was what, for what. And I can link that into my inventory. That would be ideal for me. I don't know how to make that work. If anybody has like an awesome solution, I've seen these advertisements online about, your rebate scanner tax document thing 2.0 for just $22.99. Just called number at the bottom of the screen. I've seen that stuff and I'm just so skeptical about it. It's like, it's gonna just be another hassle, something else to learn. I don't know what's going to be useful and what's not. Like I say, when I do technology stuff, even getting the printer to work today was a hassle. But back to taxes, what I was taught is to call all of my website stuff advertising, because that's what it is. PRT speakers? PPT? What is that? It's Bluetooth speakers. Is it? No, there's 4 of them. What is this? This is February 3rd. I just got back from Taiwan. And I went to the thrift store. What is the speakers? If I don't know what it is, generally I just throw it away and move on. Now, the nice thing about this, if you just put in the month and the day, it will automatically fill in the year for you. But it fills in the current year. So you better be doing your taxes the year that you're doing your taxes for. I just use abbreviations for my films. It just makes it clearer for me. Oh, I bought more than that. It's $4.69. Worth declaring? Probably not. But whatever, I did it. It adds up. It all adds up. I think that this is portable speakers, PRT speakers, and I bought it for making music videos. You can just put the Bluetooth into the speakers, let it play the song, the person mouths to it, and then you edit it, edit in the song into it. So now I am going to declare this, now that I can remember what this is. Sometimes you just step away for a few seconds and you come back to something, and if it's something you can't find, you'll find it. If it's something you can't remember, you'll remember it. And that is tech. That is for music videos. Supplies, I'm going to call it, because it's only $3.95. I shop at a lot of thrift stores. This, okay, you can declare your taxes in your taxes. If you pay a tax professional, that's services. 07. Disclaimer, I am not your tax professional. I'm not giving you advice on anything. So don't take any of my advice. This is just me sitting around doing taxes with you and inventory. Oops, I just got a text I forgot to read. Okay, also, if you use the post office for your business, your shipping items, whatever, that classifies as services, and you can declare it. You can declare shipping as a service fee. Can you imagine, I get audited and all I have is boxes of receipts like this. It's like, yes, I wrote everything out here, but it's not very detailed. It's like I bought an antenna for making a prop for a film I'm working on. There's nothing in here that tells us what prop that was for. You know, you need these details. And I have to have all my tax documents pretty well put together as it is, because I need to submit them to the National Visa Center, because I am sponsoring my fiance to enter into the country. Okay, so I'm throwing a few things in here. I'm changing my audio recorders from depreciable to supplies because they're under $100. And things like that, they can go bad and it just sort of disappears. And then it's not there anymore to be depreciable. Tascams, those are pretty crummy. I'm not even. That's two of them for $1.50. So those are Tascam audio recorders. Not worth declaring as a depreciable. They're only $70 a pop. So, and I didn't like them. They're poor quality. Hence buying the new ones. Now I got to put all these back in again. That's fun. These are costumes. I need a mouse pad in here. I need a mouse pad in here. Dear self, please get me a mouse pad. This is getting easier. The more I do it, the easier it gets. Organizing supplies. Chris, you're putting them out of order. It'll all be in chronological order if I sort by column A. What am I going to call them? I don't want to call them trash bags because I'm not always sorting trash. Sometimes I'm just sorting art supplies. Bags. Organization. Supplies. $28 even after tax. 28 even. Nice. The reason why it would be great to have everything itemized by project, because look at something like this. I have an SD card and a mouse. I use my mouse, I use my SD cards and my cameras, and then I have a plunger, part of which I need for a prop for a film, and a bolt cutter, part of which I need for making certain props out of something else, and different items. And it's like, what if I finish building this prop and I want to say, look how much this costs to make this prop. Well, you can't anymore. Or I have to go through all these receipts and start adding it up. It'd be nice to just have everything itemized. Then it comes down to, what's easier? Going through all your receipts and itemizing everything for the last 8 years, or just when you need to know what you spent on something, going back and looking at the receipts. That doesn't do you much good if the receipts all fade, which tends to happen sometimes. Now, I used to highlight the dates on here to make them easier to find when I put them into the computer. However, I'm not sure if I should do that because some markers and pens have oils in them, and that just makes all of the text on the underneath the highlight, it just makes it disappear. If you ever like buy a greasy McDonald's cheeseburger or something, and you get the grease on the receipt, you realize the grease is visible on the receipt, but also everything black just turns white or greasy. It just disappears. Or if you get it too hot, it can turn black. So that's why I need to just scan these things into the scanner. Where am I here? This is a micro SD card. 07. Why would I not use Microsoft Excel? Because I want to own my own technology. And when they went subscription, I'm sick of people going subscription with everything. You know, it's like the old-fashioned days. You either owned something or it was just out there for people to see, and they made money through advertising. I'll pause it for a while because this is boring. Now this bothers me. It's just $1. I went back into the store to buy the second part of an item because they wouldn't match. I was making a propane valve for pyrotechnics, and I had to get a 3/8 to a 1/4 inch galvanized bushing. I don't have the valve receipt. I went through these the other day. There's no receipt for the valve. I don't know if I made the mistake of buying something else with it, like some Little Debbie's or something, and I saw, oh, Little Debbie's. We don't need that. So since I don't have the rest of the item, I'm not going to just declare $1. I don't have the rest of the parts listed here. And I don't know where that receipt would have gone either. So, whatever. Okay, so now what we have is a really convoluted, actually very organized list of all of our stuff that we purchased, why we purchased it. I'm going to extend that because I think we might need to see stuff like audio recorders and ×2 handycam. Okay, now if I declared them as depreciable, I want that to be in a separate category. If I declared it as advertising, separate category. Supplies, same thing. They're all their own categories. So, first thing that we actually sort by, and we don't include column 1. Actually, we can just do this. Go shift. Oh, come on. No, we can't? Fine, whatever. And scroll down. And you say tools. No, I'm sorry. You say data. Sort by column F. That is the one that says what category we're in. Then by the date, which is column A. Aha. Then by, it doesn't matter. That point doesn't matter. Okay. So, we have advertising expenses. I'm going to put in a gap here. We have depreciables, which total over $2,000. Wow. Insert rows. Services, that's just one category. Insert row, there we go, and supplies. Now, what we can do with this is, I'm going to mark over here, total, just so that I can find it more easily. There. When I go to this column, I go math, and it likes to do it automatically for me. Thank you. Oh, whoops. You know what? You were fine the way you were. I forgot to have to hit enter here. Let's make sure we're doing this right. Let's do this all over again. Hit a bunch of buttons. Okay. Math. Enter. Okay. So that's $281 in advertising. I don't really do enough to justify that. What a waste. Oh! I forgot an expense, my Adobe Premiere software. I'm gonna have to add that in there. Is that a service? It's the software that I have on my computer. I don't know. This is convenient. It just does it for me. That's cool. $2,500 in depreciables. This is obviously 50 total. And then supplies. Math. If I have to add anything, I might have to redo that. I'm not sure if it's going to be able to figure it out. $1,700 in supplies. That's a lot of expenses. And you know what? I should have put this over here so that I could, but whatever. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put a total. They usually ask me, like, what was my gas, my total mileage? And I don't have access to that. I don't know what they didn't even ask me last year, because I just gave them a bunch of paperwork. There you go, and they're like, okay, sent it through. So let's do the math thing. So we got this column. Oh, 42. And the next one it says 16 and 12. 16, 12. Huh. Wow, it did it automatically for me. Kudos. Oops. And I just effed it up. And I need 18 in there. There we go. Very nice. Total expenses is $4,743. And that doesn't include gas money. But I'm not going to worry about it. I just want a little page that summarizes everything for the guy, so he doesn't have to go searching for it. Depreciables, I'm going to put right here. Okay, I just realized that I can't show you any of the details of my Adobe account here, but I'm looking to see if I can print it. They charge me monthly, which is kind of a pain in the butt. I would rather they charge me just one annual fee. Now, let's see if it prints properly if I say Control P. Page 1 of 1? No, it won't fit all on one page. It's only showing me like the last 6 transactions on one page. Cancel. Cancel. That is not working at all. If I copy and paste, does that work? Hey! Alright, Premiere Pro! You got it figured out. Alright. Okay. We can work with this. We can work with this. What do we call this, though? It's not a supply. Oh my god. Is it a service? How do I declare my software subscription fees on my taxes? Where should I declare my okay. Where should I claim software subscriptions for my small business? Apps such as Adobe Creative Cloud can be claimed under common business expense, other miscellaneous expenses. Does it have to be miscellaneous expenses? I don't like that. Okay. Let's do that. The nice thing is you can copy this, highlight these, paste. Yes, erase. Do some math. $243.54. I'm gonna fix a few things here. Hang on. Okay. I've rearranged it. I'm going to examine this a little more closely, but I got the bottom left corner, drag all the way up to the top here. Now I'm going to do my data sorting. based on column F category, then by column A, the date, should work. Okay. Puts miscellaneous right after depreciables. I'm just going to delete that. That's not necessary. Miscellaneous is misspelled again. It's an E, not an I. Depreciables are down here. Total expenses. I don't know how to spell. I'm smart. Okay. Start up at the top here. This just means add all these cells together. Enter. This is my own curiosity. Okay, so almost $5,000 in expenses. That's about right for me. It adds up fast. Everything adds up so fast. So if you want to reduce your spending, you got to look at how you've spent your money throughout the year. And this is just for the business. And I don't even do that much. This is your advertising expenses of $281. That's not too much. I mean, you need to get that. You need to use that. Don't just waste those $300 there. Depreciables, $2,500. That's usually my annual expense, but I made huge expenditures this year to make sure that I was staying on top of my game. Supplies, I included the technology, the SD cards, the audio recorders, stuff like that. Maybe I shouldn't have, but they're cheap, so it didn't matter that much to me. 1,712. That's more than normal because of the audio recorders. You can take out about $400 there for the audio recorders, audio technology. And that'd be about $1,300 total supplies. $1,300 in total supplies. It adds up, but I had a set building in there. You know, I had some lumber, and I'm going to show you me constructing that set in my old barn that I cleaned out. I bought a bunch of lumber and paneling and stuff like that to make this studio that I'm going to build. And that's about $500 there. So all in all, the normal expense is about $800. That's about right. So, but yeah, we went all in this year last year trying to make sure we were ready for some big things, and we're still growing. And by we, I mean me and a friend of mine who helps me every once in a while. But I think I have everything done now. I started this at 2 o'clock and now it's 6:30, so that took 4 hours and 30 minutes to get all my tax stuff together. Now, if you could do this every day for the remainder of the year, let's print this bad boy, huh? Let's see how this is going to print. If I go page layout. Why is this different? Like, every program has its own way of printing things. I want to be able to see the lines. There we go. We could change it to gray, make it a little less annoying. Because it does distract from the text. I mean, we're trying to make it look pretty. Well, not really. That's not what I'm aiming for. I don't know if you can do a page break. Drag it down to here. Should do it. Now let's check it out. Hopefully, this will be pretty clear. Yeah, there it is. Miscellaneous, supplies, advertising. Okay. And that's all they really need is this page. This is all they needed, was this. We did all that work just for this, and a little bit of inventory. Okay. Looking sexy. I know it says page 3 on it, but I'm just going to put it on the top so he knows exactly what's going on. This is really the information we need. Oh, you know, there went all the daylight, you know, it's dark outside now. I mean, what the hey. But whatever. If I could do this every single day, that'd be nice. If I was going to, that means I need to go hunt down my taxes, like all my expenses right now. I don't know. So this information, that information, I think that should be everything that they need. But wait, there's more. Because of COVID, I claimed some unemployment on my taxes. So I need to go to my Wisconsin website and download that and print it off. Alright, whatever. I couldn't find any. The website said, when I tried to download it, says we couldn't find any unemployment benefits for that year. Okay, I'll check again next year just to make sure. It was only 1 week. I'd messed up claiming the other weeks, so whatever. I guess they just didn't count. It doesn't matter because the IRS apparently says that they don't need you to declare COVID-related stuff. You don't need to amend your... I don't even know. But I'll trust the form. I filed for the tax form, tried to download it, they couldn't find it. So I guess they're not asking me to claim it. That's all I know. H&R Block asks me if there's anything that could impact my taxes for 2021. And I would say buying a house, consolidating my student loans, and marriage. Marriage. At which point we become a single tax entity, I guess. Okay, after all my research, about 5 hours actually passed before I was thoroughly confident that I was done with my taxes. 5 hours. Is that what I said? That's what I meant to say. 5 hours is all that passed doing 2020's taxes, and that should not have been that long. I should be writing these things as they go. I'm not going to do 2021's taxes so far, even if I can find them. But if I can find something, as soon as I find it, that day I'm going to put it into a new spreadsheet for 2021. Otherwise, I don't really have any other expenses. I think I'm done. Maybe that was too thorough, but that's okay. Better safe than sorry. That's all I got for you today, folks. Thanks for sitting around and doing taxes with me. That's not really a great advertisement. This episode is not a great advertisement to say, hey, come and click subscribe. But you know what? Whatever. I made the video. I'm happy to have had your company while I did my taxes. So, have a good day, everybody.